Hey, I'm Kimfitnesschic. This is my live series. We are on day 271 today. Okay, so what is transverse abdominis? I talked about it before, and is it important? Can you have a strong core without it? Can you work the transverse abdominis without even attempting to work it? Kind of like it's kind of hard to use something that you can't even find. So some of the stuff I read said that we really need to work on being able to find it, because then our brain, if our brain can find it, then it can remember it, and then it will use it more, and we can strengthen it. So I'm not saying to only do transverse abdominis exercises by itself. That's not what I'm saying. This video is basically just, we're going to do 4 different moves to teach your brain how to find your transverse abdominis. This is especially important for women, especially people that have had any type of surgeries to their belly, because therefore the muscles are going to be weaker because they were cut. Like anyone that has had a C-section or any type of back pain, possibly anything like that, that would have weakened the core muscles, because they will compensate for each other. And this is, the transverse abdominis is the innermost muscle of your core. It's underneath the rectus abdominis, which is basically your 6-pack abs. However, the transverse abdominis acts like a girdle. It's what can bring you in and help you to have a small, tiny waist. It basically pulls all the muscles in together. So, when we are working it, there's a couple of things that we don't want to do. When we're working it, if you see these things, then you know other muscles are compensating for it. If you're holding your breath, if you have your fingers on your transverse, like trying to find where your transverse abdominis is, and your fingers are being pushed up, that's not your transverse abdominis. Your transverse abdominis is going to be a deepening, pulling in. So you should actually feel a tightening, but your fingers shouldn't move at all. Like, they shouldn't go up. And you shouldn't have your pelvic moving up. There should be no pelvic moving. So, like, when you think about it, you should feel the deep contraction, not contraction, pushing against your fingers. You want to hold it 3 to 5 seconds. You want to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions for 3 to 4 times each day to strengthen this. And the hips, spine, and pelvis should not be moving. So if you're contracting it and your hips are moving, no. If your pelvic is coming up, no, we're not doing pelvic thrusts. That's not what we're doing. And also, your spine shouldn't move. So, like, your spine shouldn't be moving at all. If you're doing any of that, then you know you're not actually working the transverse abdominis. Okay, so we are going to do 4 different exercises that are all going to work the transverse abdominis. So, and since I am in the competition for WDVE's Hottest Mom, Pittsburgh's Hottest Mom, I decided to dress up in the outfit that I wore in that picture today. Yeah, so go to WDVE and vote for me, please. It would be awesome. Especially being a single mother. It isn't exactly easy. No, not at all. Not even close. Anyways, so here we go. The first one that we're going to do, we're just going to be lying, and I'll explain them as we go. So you're going to lay comfortably on your back with your feet bent. And you want like your back flat on the floor. For this one, what we're going to do is we're going to put our fingers through your hip bone, pelvic bone. You're going to go in a little bit. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to pull our belly button up towards our chest with our muscles. Once again, we should not be stopping breathing. We should not be moving our pelvis or our spine, any of that. It is the muscles that we want to focus on using. And this is not easy. Like, this seriously is not easy to contract these muscles. That might be because I've had 2 C-sections, so I've been cut twice. So yeah, so my stomach muscles have been trashed twice. Okay, so let's go. We're going to do 8. Okay. And then you're going to release. You're going to count to 5. And you should be able to talk while doing this.
2, 1, rest.
And remember, your fingers should not go up. They actually should kind of go down. So it's actually pulling it down and up.
Laying.
And you can see my first instinct is to hold my breath and not talk. Release and do it.
3, 2, 1, rest.
So make sure you're like not holding your breath. You're not stopping breathing, but you're holding.
3,
Don't
2, 1, laying.
And you should be able to feel a tight contraction right on the inside of your pelvic
2,
bone.
1, rest.
So pulling your belly button up towards
3, 2, 1, laying. 3, 2, 1, rest.
rest.
3, 2, 1, laying. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Rest. If you notice when you release, you'll actually feel your body come up, or your abdomen come up.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Rest.
3, 2, 1,
Ready.
laying.
You should be able to talk during this.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Rest. You can have your
3, 2, 1,
knees bent or flat out. Should actually feel like someone's zippering you up.
Rest.
As you're pulling, yes, as you're pulling your belly button up, it should feel like there's a zipper going from here up. And you're just zippering it up. All right, minute break. Okay, the next one we're going to do is contract pelvic floor. So for this one, we're going to lay down, we're going to contract our pelvic floor, draw the muscles. So, let me see. We're going to draw our pelvic bone up into our tailbone. So, pelvic bone, pull it up into your tailbone, and then we're actually going to pull the left and right sides of the pelvic floor together, and then draw the pelvic floor up.
1. Contract pelvic floor.
So tailbone to hip bone, pull the pelvises together, and then lift the whole pelvic floor up. So it's actually up and up.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And your legs will want to contract or not. Try to keep them relaxed.
3, 2,
So
1. Contract pelvic floor.
pelvic bone up, pelvic bone in, and then pelvic floor up. You can hold it, go back
3,
down.
2, 1. Rest.
Rest. So pelvic bone
3, 2, 1.
to pubic bone
Contract pelvic floor.
up and out.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
It should actually feel like this part of your body is being pushed up,
3,
upward towards your
1.
head.
Contract pelvic floor.
Down again.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest.
3, 2, 1. Contract pelvic floor.
Up. And it should feel like you're zippering your pelvic bones together and then pushing up. Like this is being crunched up.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest.
Three, 2, 1. Contract pelvic floor. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest.
Three, 2, 1. Contract pelvic floor.
Your butt should not be moving off the floor. That's another way you can tell that you're doing it wrong. Because
3,
for like hip
2,
thrusts, you would lift your hips off the floor. You're not doing that. Everything should stay still. You're working your inner muscles in your core.
1. Contract pelvic floor.
Up. Hold it in. Hold it up. Focus on breathing.
Three,
And you should have severe like pushing here. And then when you release, you'll feel it come back up. All right, minute break. Okay. We are doing sideline one now. So this one, we're going to lay on our side, and we want our heels together. We're going to gently there's two different ways you can do this. One is keep your heels together,
3,
and you're going to lift
1,
your knee.
side lying,
And you should feel it here, and then you're going to go back down. The other one is that you can contract your pelvic bones. I'm sorry. Lift your lower belly away from your pubic bone.
1, rest,
So you're actually pulling up. So you can either do your leg
2, 1, side lying,
or focus on pulling your lower belly away from your pubic bone. And nothing, you don't see anything there.
3,
Because it's the deep core muscles that are
rest,
moving. Rest. And so you can go back and forth between these two.
3, 2, 1, side lying, 3, 2, 1, rest,
Rest. You can eventually do this with sitting.
side lying,
You can do it while you're riding in the car. Okay, pull your belly away from your pubic bone. Bring it up.
3,
So this is the one where it should feel like zippering up. Should visualize your lower belly being pulled away from your pubic bone and
1,
zip it up.
side lying,
Oh, I gotta switch sides too.
3, 2, 1, rest,
All right, other side.
Three, 2, 1, side lying, 3, 2, 1, rest,
Rest. You see that knee one this time.
3,
Remember, keep your heels together.
1, side lying,
You're lifting your knee away. You should feel like you're being zippered that way. And then bring it back down. You should be focused on using these
3,
muscles,
2,
not your leg, to do it,
rest,
to do the movement.
3, 2,
Ready?
1, side lying, 3, 2, 1, rest,
Rest. Okay, minute break. Now we're going to do line connections. So the line connections, we have a line between our pelvic bones. And then we're going to connect the muscles like as if there's a string going across or pelvic bones. And it's that string's closing up those muscles together like closing two books. And then okay. So we have a string going across our pelvic bones, and we're folding it in like we're folding a book. And that should feel like you're zippering, almost like you're zippering your belly up.
3, 2, 1. Line connections.
Release, and again.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And once again, you shouldn't feel your hands go up, they should go down.
3,
Don't go down.
1. Line connections.
Should actually feel like it goes down and then it closes up. That's how it should feel. Rest. Again.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest. You're really going to have to focus on not like holding your breath, because that's the first reaction I have. Down and close them. You feel like it's zippering it up. Again.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest.
3, 2, 1. Line connections.
Again. String. Closing the book. Release.
2, 1.
Then
Rest.
release.
3, 2, 1. Line connections.
Master it laying down first, and then you can try it like sitting up, or when you're driving, or when you're standing. Close the book.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest. And try to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds.
2,
Do
1.
3 to 4 reps.
Line connections.
Or 10 repetitions. I'm sorry, 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 times per day.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Three, 2, 1. Line connections. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Rest. The best way to visualize is like you're being zippered up.
2, 1. Line connections. Three, 2, 1. Completed May 22nd, 2015, 12:10 p.m.
Like, I have it contracted right now, and it feels like I'm zippered clear up to here. So release, and it goes away. And then you do it again, and you can feel it zippering up. It's almost like it's just pulling everything in like a girdle, and you're being zippered up. That's what it should feel like. when you're contracting those muscles. Okay, so there it is. Hold 3 to 5 seconds, 3 sets of 10 repetitions, 3 or 4 times a day. Start laying down, and then you can do it sitting, standing up, wherever. No one can tell you're doing it anyway, so it's not like, and don't hold your breath. If you're holding your breath, you're not activating that muscle. Your fingers should not rise when you're contracting this muscle, that they should actually compress. So yeah, but Kimfitnesschic Exercises to find and activate transverse abdominis. I don't recommend just working on the transverse abdominis. What I would recommend is doing these prior to core workouts. That way, you've already kind of got your brain thinking, hey, this is the transverse abdominis. I need to work this too, and then not having as much compensation by the other core muscles. So, but please, please, please vote for me on WDVE Pittsburgh's Hottest Mom 2015, and have a fabulous Memorial Day weekend. See ya.